mud, now I'm sky high. Fly eyes, yeah, we don't lie. Soul in my step, hear the bass cry. Hustle so sharp, cut the dark wide. Yeah, let's go. Started at the bottom, now the view got peaked. Grind so loud, but my moves don't speak. Flipped every loss in the tools I keep. Now the future looking golden where the fools can't reach.
What Peter Parker got to say?
I am Spider-Man, and today I'm surrounded by 20 of my greatest foes. My first claim is simple. None of my enemies here are justified in what they do. Not one of you.
All I do is steal back from the people who took everything from me. They stole my life. How is it not justified to take back a few scraps?
Come on, Vulture. I caught you stealing an iPhone from a 14-year-old. Don't act like I don't know who you are.
That kid lives better at 14 than I ever did. His father is probably a corrupt millionaire. Why do spoiled children get luxury while I struggle to feed my family after spending my whole life as the perfect citizen?
Because stealing is illegal. Do I really have to explain that to you at 70?
Stealing only becomes criminal when people like me do it. When the powerful steal, it's called contracts, loopholes, and policy. The system decides
He's
who
not
gets
wrong.
punished, not who's guilty.
Being treated unfairly doesn't give you permission to become unfair.
I'm not being unfair. I'm correcting an injustice, not creating one. What I do isn't just morally right, it's virtuous.
You don't fix a broken system by breaking everyone else. Change comes from participating, proposing better alternatives, expose.
This is the risk coming from a guy who idea what Asian policy is clear.
Flaws. Forcing your version of justice only creates chaos, especially when legal paths do exist.
You sound exactly like me when I was your age. I believed in legal revolt too. Then I realized those legal paths don't exist to change the system. They exist to protect it. They give people like you the illusion you're fighting back, just enough to drain your will to actually do it.
I'd rather suffer injustice than become the kind of person who creates it.
That's easy to say when time is on your side, when you're old and still broken, when your children have no future, when they're about to suffer worse than you ever did. You can't understand that. That's when morality starts feeling like a luxury.
I get that more than you think. I can barely pay rent. I give everything to this city, and it still finds new ways to punish me. But I choose to believe that using my power to protect people, even at my own expense, still matters. The man you were when you struggled honestly was stronger than the man you became.
You hear that? That's exactly what the people on top want you to say. They love that. They tell you your suffering has moral value, while they take everything else that matters. They turned exploitation into a virtue, and somehow convinced us to feel proud about it.
Stop pretending you're some enlightened revolutionary. You don't hate the elite because they're corrupt. You hate them because you're not one of them. You don't want the system destroyed. You want access to it. You and them play the same game. They just won, and you're taking that anger out on everyone else.
Listen, Spider-Man, unlike the other idiots here, I'm not going to pretend there's some complicated philosophy behind what I do. I do it because it's what I've always done.
So you just came here to tell everyone you're as shallow as that quilted suit you're wearing?
I came here to tell you that nobody here owes you an explanation. I just do what I do because it's the only thing I've ever been good at.
I wouldn't say good. You're barely decent at it, man. Have you ever actually won a fight? Like, even once?
I win just enough to pay my rent. Look, this might be a game to you, but it's not for me. I don't wake up thinking, oh boy, time to get punched by a kid in pajamas. I do it because it's my only option.
Oh, come on with the sob story. You're not some loser with no options. You're a genius engineer. You built that suit in a prison cell. And you're telling me you can't find anything else to do besides being a C-tier villain?
Like I said,
C-tier, really?
nothing's worked better for me than this life. And that's enough reason for me to choose it.
No! Working better isn't a good enough reason to justify going around electrocuting people.
What? Electrocuting? You don't even know what my powers are! My power isn't electricity, it's vibration!
Oh, totally slipped my mind. I've got a lot of bad guys to keep track of, you know? But then again, why are you called the Shocker? Feels like you could have landed on something better. Why not the Vibrator?
I was gonna, but it was taken by a superhero. The one who always saves MJ when you can't keep your web shooter loaded.
Oh,
Lasts longer than you do in fights. Here is my second claim. If saving people requires lying, controlling them, or ruling over them, then it's not saving.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, but Peter Parker wrong with that. Peter Benjamin Parker. Let me tell you something. If they can't save themselves, it's only natural for you to save them. But it get to a point when if they can't, I put it like this: if they too violent to save themselves, and you introduce structure into their life, and yes, it might be a little dictatorship-ish, but like structure bring discipline. Discipline free obedience. So I'm just saying, controlling people is a form of saving.
This city under
Nah, you earn it.
my control is much safer than what your ideals ever achieved.
Talk to him,
I
Fitz.
carry the weight of this city's underworld.
Talk to him, Fitz.
You carry the weight of several city underworlds.
That big
But yes, probably. The city's safer for you and your goons when you're around.
It's safer for everybody. Unlike you, I don't delude myself with the idea that crime will ever stop. So I regulate it. A city under me is predictable.
Predictable! So under you, I can get a calendar reminder for when I get shot in the face? Real comforting.
Predictability keeps people alive. While you feel heroic fighting crime, I prevent it. I reduce the numbers.
Until the numbers are down. Then you start reducing people.
I eliminate people who risk the stability of the underworld. It helps keep crime organized. Nothing gets past me.
Well, yeah, you're usually taking up the whole hallway. That's why I have to go through the ceiling. You're just organizing the suffering, Fisk, not stopping
And
it.
you? You stop one mugger, pat yourself on the back, and move on. That mugger's boss sends 2 more the next day. I stop the boss from sending anyone at all. You treat symptoms while
Talk to him,
I
Fitz.
cure the disease.
By
Talk to
becoming
him,
the disease
Fitz.
yourself.
Nah,
You don't
Fight.
cure anything, Fisk.
I'm sorry, Fight, but Fitz, talk to him, Fitz.
You just make sure you're the only infection left.
Look at the numbers, Spider. Homicide rates drop 40% when my organization controls territory. Emergency room admissions for gang violence down 60%. You want to talk about him?
Or major crime. So firm in New York receives funds from Fitz. Fitz, you guys, they fact checking your ass.
Infection? Chaos is the infection.
Hey, MKB.
Desperation is the infection. I provide structure. I keep crime restrained. Nothing escapes my grasp.
Except maybe a salad. I am sure salads are so good at escaping you.
Amusing. Make your jokes while people die in the streets.
And you keep crime restrained. Is that why crime is up every time you're out of prison?
You care more about the perception of good than an actual good. When organized crime is up, that means the bottom of this society are feeding
That's
their
always
children.
the excuse. Oh, I have to feed my children. But that's not even true. Most of the people working with you spend their money on drugs and gambling while their families starve at home. If you truly cared about people struggling, you would have worked to make this city better, not to transfer the suffering from one to another.
Okay.
Tell me,
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Peter Parker, you sound like an asshole. I ain't gonna hold you.
Spider-Man, why is it wrong for me to use my skills to make people believe stuff that will fix this unjust world and make them question the status quo?
You don't do it for that, Mysterio. You don't create illusions to enlighten people. You do it to feed your ego, for applause, headlines, and control.
Fine. Forget about me for a second. Let's say there's someone else with my abilities. A complete saint. Someone who only bends reality to help people, to give them joy and hope. Sure, the situations aren't real, but they're genuinely making people's lives better. What then?
A good person shows people the truth, even when it's ugly, because they respect their freedom, their right to choose for themselves. The second you feed them lies and twist reality into what you think is best for them, you take that away.
So you're saying that there's no situation where manipulating people's minds is a good thing?
None. Forcing people to believe lies is always wrong.
But ain't that what you did though? I mean, like, I'm sorry, but somebody got to say, ain't that what you did? Are we not forgetting? Are we just not forgetting? Make everybody forget I'm Spider-Man. Are we not forgetting that, Mr. Doctor Strange? Can you do me a favor? I want to alter people's minds. Do you not do that? Like, what?
No matter the
Then why
intention.
did you do it?
Believe lies is always wrong, no matter the
Then why
intention.
did you do it?
What?
Why did you brainwash everyone into forgetting your identity? Peter Parker!
How do you know that?
Doesn't matter how I know. What matters is that you did the exact thing you just said no good person would ever do.
They got
So
your
what
boy.
does that make you?
What I did didn't hurt anyone.
Okay.
Forgetting who I am doesn't change their lives.
Shit, they're not capitalizing for that one guy who had the idea of using fighting his partner as he those that kid. Wait, huh? Oh damn. It did hurt somebody right there. But no, you can't even say that fact because he said no situation with doing that is okay. But then he said it's okay when he do it. Nah, you can't say that. He contradicted himself.
So suddenly you're not so black and white about reality manipulation. I don't think the Spider-Man from like 10 seconds ago would agree with you.
Don't you dare compare what you do to what I did.
You're right. I won't. Because what you did is worse than anything I've ever done. You heroes get to do the exact same things you condemn us for, with zero consequences. All because you convinced yourself you're doing the right thing. But newsflash, Spider-Man. We all think we're doing the right thing. You're no different from us. You're only seen as heroes because you won the PR
We're
war.
heroes because people believe in us. Even when we make mistakes, our intentions are never
Does it
evil.
really matter if the people believe in you or not, Peter? When you'll just run to some wizard, or the literal devil, to rewrite their minds the moment they stop believing in you.
You know what? Maybe you're right. But I did it because the people I love were being hunted. And that choice still eats at me. Every
I'm kidding about that. Therefore, I'm worried. So this is called to everyone else, but sits right off. That crazy. These fats, bro.
single day. That's the difference. I carry the weight of what I did. You wear it like a trophy. My final claim is that with great power comes great responsibility. If you can stop harm and you don't, part of that harm is on you.
Tell you something. Let me tell you something, Pierre. Let me tell you something. If I got the power, me, to do what? If I had the power to do what I want, you think I'm saving niggas? You think I'm helping niggas? You think I'm wasting my time with niggas? You a naive kid. When I get the power, I'm dominating. I'm ripping a big chunk of land. I'm making my country. After I make my country, I'm going to appoint people to my country. Once they get to my country, they're going to be citizens of my country. And after that, they can't leave my country, or will be met by a stream. A stream. I don't think you understand me. A stream. I don't think you understand me. A stream force. If I had the power, fuck all that extra nice guy shit. I'm not no villain. I'm not no superhero. I'm me. And this is what you gonna get me. I'm taking over shit. Really? Bullshit, I'm taking shit over. That shit me.
So
nigga,
why do you stop
nigga, I'm the best Batman out here. What you talking about?
me every time I try to use my genius to help this city?
Because your idea of helping is insane, Doc. Nobody wants what you're offering.
It's still my responsibility to achieve it. I have been blessed with this brain power, and according to your claim, it would be wrong to not use it to change what I think is wrong.
No! Power gives you the responsibility to preserve people's freedom and their ability to choose what's right for themselves. It doesn't give you the right to decide for other adults what you think is best for them.
Tell me then, why do you think adults have the right to choose what's best for children?
Because children's brains aren't developed enough to make those choices yet.
And my brain is far more advanced compared to the average adult than their brains are compared to children. That's exactly what gives me the right to choose for them. I understand what's best for them far better than they ever will.
You know what's funny? Saying that actually proves you're not as smart as you think. Intelligence isn't everything, Doc.
Yes,
It's not enough to tell you what's right or wrong.
That's exactly what mediocre minds tell themselves to justify holding the rest of us back.
Yep.
They'd rather drag everyone into the abyss than admit someone knows better.
Knowing right from wrong requires emotions, empathy, values,
Fuck
and faith.
empathy, nigga.
All you have, Doctor, is intelligence. Which is probably why every genius plan of yours ends with you face down on the pavement. Maybe if you spent less time calculating and more time actually caring about people, you'd realize that being the smartest guy in the room means nothing if you're alone in it.
With great power comes the privilege to rule. That's how it's always been throughout history, until insects started to have a say.
So, I'm more powerful than you, which means I get to rule you now, right? Cool! My first decree, man purses are officially banned. Sorry, Gabi.
Cute. Hide behind jokes all you want. The only reason you think power comes with obligations is because yours was handed to you by a spider bite. You feel guilty about it. If you'd spent decades clawing your way to the top like I did, you'd understand. You'd know you earned the right to take whatever you want.
It doesn't matter how you got your power. Once you have it, you use it to help people. And I'm pretty sure you'd agree with that if you were on the other side.
So let me get this straight. Someone works their entire life to gain power. And now they're supposed to not only avoid hurting people, but spend every waking moment saving them?
If the roles were reversed, you'd want someone to save you.
So the powerful spend their lives becoming slaves to the weak. That's your philosophy? Look, I could understand not going out of your way to hurt people, but you're saying we have no freedom, that we owe everyone everything. That's not responsibility, Spider-Man. That's just guilt.
What you're missing, Gabi, is that you can't really get power on your own. No matter how much you think you're self-made, you wouldn't be where you are without people you've never even met. So yeah, we owe everybody.
That's what the weak make us believe, so they can boss us around. Do you realize, Spider-Man, that if the vast majority of New York got powers like ours, they'd become me and not you? You say I'm your enemy, but you save thousands of me without power every single day.
You know what? I've been in this city long enough to know you might actually be right about that. But even if it is, it'll always be my responsibility to do the right thing. Not because I owe it to them, but because I owe it to myself.
Vision 2020, I'm the one, no team. Soaring where the clouds